Hello. If you have 10 minutes, you can help me celebrate someone in the Christian music industry. Welcome to 10 Minutes with Todd at Beyond 615. I made this, my child didn't. Isn't that amazing? I'm Todd Stach. I'm a coach and consultant at a company I started in March of 2021. I'm also the contemporary Christian music format editor at allaccess.com. So this is about celebrating someone in the CCM music industry. It could be someone at radio, at a record label, an artist, but we only have 10 minutes to do it. This is episode 23, and today's guest is Word Entertainment Singer and Songwriter Dave Frey of Sidewalk Prophets. And here comes Dave. Oh,
hey,
yo.
Todd.
Hey, man.
Hey, how you doing? I gotta adjust here too. There we go.
Yeah, me too. There you go. Hey, I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes, okay?
All right, let's do it.
Set a timer for 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes and counting.
All right.
I like you
So,
got
dude,
an Australian accent there. Okay.
I've got the Australian Siri. I like
Okay.
her better. So I think it's quite ironic that it just worked out that you are episode 23, because knowing your history in Chicago, 23 is a special number to you.
Yeah, and you would think Michael Jordan, wouldn't you? You would, but no.
That's what I thought.
Ryne Sandberg was 23. Ryne Sandberg, second baseman for the Chicago Cubs from all my childhood. Now that is my favorite 23. Jordan is the man, okay, but I actually grew up in Indiana, so I was a Reggie Miller guy. But man, Jordan is the GOAT. But Ryne Sandberg is my second base GOAT. So 23, I feel the Sandberg love. He actually sent my son a autographed jersey when he was born. Ryne Sandberg did, and I was blown away. I was jealous of my son. I was like, I want this for me, okay? But yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to think about this. So you grew up in Indiana, but you're a Cubs fan. So I guess the closest baseball team would have been
was
the Cubs.
Cardinals. Yeah, was the Cardinals, but I'm not evil, so I became a Cub fan. And no, yeah, I think the Cardinals were about Sandberg, like I said, WG and Harry Carey, Sean Dunston, Mark Grace, Andre. How could you not love that Cubs team? And I honestly like the underdog, and you better believe the Cubs were the underdog. And my family grew up in northern Indiana too. My wife's from Joliet, Illinois, so I got a lot of Chicago love in my bones, that's for sure. So,
hey, the sci-fi guy 83 just said Dave and Sidewalk Prophets are seriously the best.
I don't know who that guy is, but I like him.
Yeah, you like him as
sci-fi
much as
too.
the Cubs.
Yeah, yep, just as much.
Okay, so outside of what we've all been dealing with over the past 18 months or so, your life has dramatically changed over the past few years.
Yeah, I have a beautiful baby boy for the first time. His name's William James. He just went down for a nap, and I'm so grateful that naps happen now, because for an entire year they didn't. And so, yeah, it's been an incredible journey. My amazing wife, Harmony, you just see the depth of motherhood, like what that means. Like my mom did it so well, and I was so young, I don't remember a lot of it, but to see her walking through it when 3 a.m. happens and there's a cry out at night, instantly she's there. And when I hit the road and it's just her and William, like it's amazing just to see how much love there is there. And I'm so grateful that she's my wife and we're going through it together.
Isn't it amazing? When we were kids, we had no idea or concept of the sacrifice our parents made.
Not at all. And that's the word, sacrifice. That self, like dying to yourself, happens when you get married. You become a little less selfish. When you have a kid, it gets ripped out of you. And so that's what I've seen, is this idea of like, hey, you can't be selfish or your son is gonna throw a tantrum or this or that or the other. So yeah.
No doubt, man. No doubt. So you guys got this latest song out called I Believe It Now.
Yeah.
Most of your fans probably have heard of it, and they probably can sing it in the shower with no help. But for those who don't know the song, tell me about it.
Man, we just over the last 18 months, like you're saying, we went through a lot. And this song was written before the pandemic ever happened. But man, did it ever speak right to what was going on in my heart. You know, there were days when I was angry at God, like legitimately angry, wondering if he saw what was going on, wondering if I was enough. And in the middle of that anger, God continued to remind me who he was. And even when I was an idiot, even when I continued to believe these lies that the devil was telling me, I opened up the book of Mark chapter 6. There's a man whose son gets healed from a demon gets cast out of him by Christ. And the man said something that absolutely resonated with my soul. He said, I believe, help me with my unbelief. And I think that that's where I've been at the last 18 months. It's like, I know God's good. I know he's there, but I still have these doubts. I still have this fear and this anger, and I need him to help me with it. And so many days, my faith is so small and easily broken. I get angry at God. I ask him where he is, not realizing that he's right beside me the whole time. His arms are wrapped around me. When I see friends whose hearts are getting ripped out on social media, his heart is breaking with me too, and so on and so forth. And later on in the book of Mark, the disciples asked God, asked Christ why they couldn't cast the demon out. And Jesus' answer says, it was simple. He said, demons like this take prayer. And I love that. I think that we're walking through days full of demons, and the only thing that's going to help us is prayer. The only thing is that relationship. There's so many things we can try to fix ourselves with, but the only thing that works, the only thing that truly heals is a relationship with Christ. And so that's what this song is. It's a prayer. It's a prayer that says, I believe, help me with my unbelief.
I came across something in my time with God, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. I don't want to see if you agree with this. I've had this thought like, hey, Lucifer is in the Bible, Satan tempted Jesus, and then, the Bible's done, right?
Yeah.
And we're somewhere along the line of 2,000 years later, and you just think of maybe Satan, Lucifer just kind of hanging out somewhere mysterious, waiting for the end times to wreak havoc again. But that's not what's happening. He's actually here wreaking havoc now.
That's a great thought. It's so many times, like you said, you think that the devil goes dormant just like the story does. Just because the words are over doesn't mean that the devil has stopped trying. That's for sure. In fact, I think it's just this slow growth and bigger things. And just the way, this slyness, this turning white and black into gray like that he does, and making us doubt ourselves and the things we know to be true. Like it's amazing, even in these last few years, how much I've seen him at work in our churches and in places we go, in my own heart. And so, yeah, it's absolutely, I think you nailed it. Like he has not gone dormant, that's for sure. And he's not just waiting for this big moment. He's still on the prowl. He's still moving. But again, like you said, we serve a God that knows this and continues to give out hope in the midst of these times. So.
Yeah. So in the physical pain and the suffering and in what we deal with every day, it is a spiritual warfare. And you referred to that, really in your song. And you've got to believe.
You ever read those Frank Peretti books, This Present Darkness? They terrified me as a little boy. But it's true, man. The principalities, of angels and demons, they're battling right now. And I often wondered if I wanted to see that happening. And I'm so glad that I don't visually see it, but I think I feel it. I know I do. And I do see it spiritually a lot of times, a lot of days. So I just saw my friend Olivia. Thank you, Olivia. We love you. She's been such a friend for decades, and honored that you tuned in today. So good to see you, girl.
Hey, if you're doing a lot of these Zooms, I made this yesterday.
Yeah.
Is that forward or backward for you?
It's upside down is what it is.
It's upside down? And
backwards. There you go. That's it. Then it's perfect for me. Yeah.
So
I
see your Sidewalk Prophets album in the background. If you need someone to do this for you, I'm available.
Okay, to flip it up. love it. I got my ping pong paddle over here too. Is this upside down? It's backwards.
It's backwards.
Yeah, it's backwards.
It's backwards.
Now it's upside down. But
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Okay. One last question, and our 10 minutes is done. What are you most excited for this sports season? Still the Cubs this year, or you have hope in the Bears?
Yeah, the Cubs. The Cubs gutted me pretty hard just a few weeks ago. Yeah, my son and I would watch so much Cubs baseball, and then he was like, "Why don't we watch that anymore?" We do a little bit here and there, but you know, I'm a Colts fan growing up in Indiana.
See, I should have known that.
My wife's a Bears fan, so I'm excited for football. You know, I can't help it. And NFL, everybody's tied for first right now, and that's exciting. And I live in Nashville, and I can't stand the Titans, so it's always fun when the Colts beat the Titans, which they normally do. So, but yeah, I'm so excited for football, and my son watching games with me. Last year he did, but I don't think he had any clue what was happening. You know, and fall's coming up, and then we're going to Disney World here really soon with him. So there's just a lot to be thankful for, and I'm excited for all the joy that he's going to bring.
Awesome, man. Dave Frey of Sidewalk Prophets. Hey, go stream their music and catch them on YouTube too with all the songs. And you guys got some great Christmas songs too. I know that's a big passion of your band too. So best of luck, and
Christmas,
God bless you, man.
Up. So thank you. Appreciate you, Todd. God
Yeah,
bless you guys, and go Cubs go.
All righty. Thanks for hanging. See ya.
You.
Bye.